All right, let me get everything situated here for the live. You guys, what is popping? Mikey T is here. We got some shit to talk about tonight. We have got some shit to talk about tonight, you guys. What is going on, everybody? What is popping? What is good tonight? Mikey T, the movie star. We have some classic stories to talk tonight. What is good, y'all? What is up? Georgia tapping in. What up, Hellcat? What's popping with you, man? Y'all know who it is. Mikey T, the movie star here. Mikey T, the movie star here. Y'all make sure you hit that like button on the way in. Excuse me, guys. I'm just getting everything situated for tonight. About to roll something up. Let's go. What is up? What is up? What is up? Yeah, you guys got to tap in, man. I be going live literally most nights, dropping new interviews all the time. You know what I'm saying? I really never stop putting out content. You guys. Got a lot of new content out. If you guys missed it, I'm going to be dropping my Hot Boy Turk interview this week. I'm going to be dropping the full exclusive interview with Kid this week. That's a 2-hour plus interview right there. So we got a lot of things that we're going to be talking about. And I got a lot of things that I'm going to be rolling up. What up, Georgia? What's poppin', Georgia? Something up. What is good, everybody? What's popping? You know what to do when you tap up in here. Make sure you let me know what city and state you're repping. Hit that like button. You heard? Show some support to the channel. What up? What up? What up? San Diego's in the building. We got some shit to talk about tonight. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What up, Lone Wolf? What's popping with your G's? 619. Okay. 619. What up? What up, Canada? Appreciate you tapping in all the way from Canada. I'm about to light something up. Where's my lighter? Okay, there we go. Okay, here we go. Yes. What up? What up? What up? You know, we got some Fat Joe shit to talk about tonight. We got some 50 Cent shit to talk about tonight. You know, I'm always coming with the good story. Tonight, we're actually going to dig into something that's a little bit like an answered question for us. You know what I mean? A lot of people were thinking a record label that took on 50 Cent was not going to allow him to diss Ja Rule. We all know when 50 Cent signed to Eminem and Dr. Dre, he told them, "You are signing a problem. You're signing a problem. You're signing somebody who isn't going to be playing by all the rules." 50 Cent made it clear that he wanted to come out. He wanted his first single. Well, eventually his first single became a diss record, you guys. And I'm talking about Wanksta. I'm not talking about his preliminary street records that were diss records. Had a Rob, Ghetto Koran, if you want to call it a diss, but more figuratively, Life's on the Line. These are the real 50 Cent diss records. But I'm talking about the record that came out called Wanksta. But we're also going to be talking about Automatic Gunfire. We're going to be talking about the reason behind 50 Cent starting back up with the Ja Rule beef. Because, you know, 50 himself, even at the beginning of his start with Aftermath, Shady Aftermath, he was acting like he wasn't going to diss them. He was actually acting like he wasn't going to diss them, like he had to refrain from dissing Murder Inc. Because, like he said, and we're going to go over tonight, Irv Gotti was apparently blocking him from doing many deals with many different record labels. You had to ask yourself, I'm sure all of us viewers asked ourselves, why the hell isn't 50 Cent getting a deal? Why didn't 50 Cent have a major deal? First of all, 50 Cent did have a major deal. 50 Cent did have a major deal, you guys. He signed it with Columbia. A lot of major artists have signed to Columbia. Just so happened he got dropped from that label. What did 50 Cent learn when he got dropped from that label? 50 Cent learned that he would never want to be in that position again where somebody had that control over him. And 50 said in his own words, that's why he didn't take several different record deals when it comes to Irv Gotti actually being in control. 50 Cent said this. You see, Irv in his conversations, the more he talks, the more he helps. He's just no good at communication. Every time he talks, it's a strike against him. I mean, let's be real. This is the same guy who charged somebody $50,000 to talk to Ja Rule, just to talk to Ja Rule. He doesn't have good communication skills. Irv Gotti is a boss, 50. He charged somebody $50,000 just to speak to Ja Rule. You got to like fly around. You got to fly to like Dubai. You got to fly, you know what I'm saying, to different countries and shit like that to actually get this cake. Ja Rule got $50,000 just from having a phone conversation. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'll agree with you. He talks more than he should. You know, Irv Gotti does talk a lot. I agree with 50. He talks more than he should. He's unfiltered. He's an open book. Irv Gotti is one of those people, you know, a lot of the times he should just keep his mouth shut. He's very outspoken, let's put it that way. But as far as how he works in the industry, I think we all know he's very P. Diddy like. And that's a compliment. So yeah, that's some boss shit. Irv Gotti always knew how to move in the industry. He sat back, he pretended he was everybody's friend, and he stole the game from everybody. He picked everything up, really. You know what I mean? You can tell that Irv was inspired by Puff. They're like almost the same people. They're very similar. Diddy is Diddy, but Irv Gotti has a Diddy vibe, and there is no denying it. There's nothing wrong with being business savvy. You may say that's corny. What's he going to charge someone 50K? What's he going to charge somebody 50K to speak with him for? Yeah, because we're the hottest shit out. We're the hottest shit out right now. All we got to do is get on a song with you and say it's murder and your shit is a hit and everyone knows it. We're not talking we're not taking everybody's meeting. We're not going to be hot forever. I mean shit, Master P said the same thing. We're not going to be hot forever. We are dropping an album every week. Oh, that's ridiculous. Who's going to buy an album every week? But it worked. Remember the Snoop Dogg album? Do y'all remember the Snoop Dogg album? You know what I'm saying? Remember the Snoop Dogg album? The game is to be sold, not to be told. There's a lot about that album that you need to remember, but you may not. Master P, look what he did with that album, man. Master P in the booklet. He actually put it in the booklet, all the other albums releasing. It lets you know not to forget about the other artists. He's using the momentum that he already has. And Irv Gotti did the same thing with Murder Inc., y'all. Irv Gotti legit did the same thing with Murder Inc., y'all. Y'all probably remember getting these albums and seeing the upcoming albums in the booklet. So 50 did this interview on Hot 97 with Ebro, Laura Stiles, Rosenberg. You know what I mean? Three of the best doing it in the game, just to be 100% honest with y'all. And I need everybody to share this video one time. 50 Cent said, and he said he was consistently blocking me. He blocked me into a good situation. He said he was consistently blocking me, and then what I did was I waited because I didn't fall for those situations. I didn't fall for those situations. They would have influence over. So when they offered me $1.3 million to sign with Universal, and I could do the G Unit records there, I didn't do it. I didn't do it, you guys. Listen to that shit. Listen to that shit. 50 actually got offered $1.3 million to do a record deal. If memory serves, 50 Cent had said he got $5,000. 50 said he got $5,000 from doing the freaking Power of the Dollar album, the deal with Columbia and all that. You really got to wonder why the hell would 50 not take the money? 50 would even go on to say that people like Tony Yayo were upset with him over not taking that cake. It's kind of a crazy situation to me as well, man. I'm going to be real with y'all. Not taking the bread. Not taking the bread. But let's get back into it. Irv Gotti was blocking 50. As he should have been. You want to diss us? Okay. We hold weight in the music industry. 50 decided not to take the 1.3 million from Universal. 300K. 300K more than what M and Dre would go on to give him. And basically, it was the same deal for G Unit, the same deal for his G Unit label. Now, let's be real about this. I've said it in the past. I kind of feel like 50 Cent's record deal for G Unit should have been a whole totally different label. You know, I really feel like 50 made a mistake by keeping G Unit in house at Interscope. It really proved as a label that they actually weren't able to host the amount of records that 50 intended on releasing, much like their situation, you know what I mean? Much like their situation actually that happened prior to that with Master P. You know what I mean? 50 needed a bigger release schedule. Excuse me. Shout out to my brother SV Twiz. He's actually live right now. 50 want to be like Ja. 50 ain't Ja. Now he ride like me. Oh, yo. What's up? What's up, everybody? Mikey T is here. You know what I'm saying? We're doing this shit live tonight. First off, we're covering the first topic, which is 50 Cent basically speaking on the reasoning behind his beef with Ja Rule. So Irv Gotti was actually blocking 50. He said this. 50 Cent has acknowledged it. Truthfully, he should have been doing that. It's beef. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to get in a position to get up on me. You know, Irv's simple. You want to diss us? We hold weight in the industry. We hold weight in this shit. You know what I'm saying? So 50 ends up not signing with Universal. 50 Cent says he knew Irv Gotti would have got him shelved on Universal. Who gives a shit if they would have shelved you? You would have got paid. Anyways, look at it. Jive shelved Papoose. He still got $1.5 million. Where is Papooses album? No, you guys, I'm not talking about Nasarima Dream. Not talking about that album. Remember the mixtape? Mr. $1.5 million man featuring the legendary DJ K Slay. It's okay. You got the money and ran with it, made something happen. I don't give a shit where the album is. I'm rich. Look what Chief Keef did. You know what I'm saying? He had a deal for like 3 albums. He got rich and he didn't give a shit. Chief Keef got momentum and he ran with it. Guy's able to make $10,000, $20,000 every day of the year, y'all. You know, it's a little bit different when 50's told Styles, I'll push your shit back. You know what I mean? And that was also alleged. You know, the fans will never get to hear Pap's first album. The fans will never get to hear what 50's first album would have been on Universal. But the thing is, they got paid. Come on. But for 50, it's pretty evident. It's pretty evident. 50 was concerned with his artistry. He wanted to be heard. He wanted to be heard. It was very important for him to be heard. This album is going to drop, right? What's our release date? I want to diss as my first single. 50 was passionate about having his music released because it's kind of a shame to be the hottest thing moving and your album is just shelved. Share this video one time, everybody. It's pretty annoying. But the anticipation is there, right? And then it's like, okay, the anticipation there. Where's 50's album? I heard he's on Universal now. It's the anticipation that 50 knew G-Unit had. You know what I mean? Tony Yayo can talk for 12 skits and I can put it on a CD and the people, they're going to buy it. Why? Because he's the talk of New York. 50 Cent went on. Tony Yayo didn't understand why I wasn't taking the money. I met with Clue. I met with anyone who had the ability to do a deal. I met with them so they can leave and say what you think about such and such. 50 Cent wanted his name to start and spread. And 50 Cent's name spread like crazy. If you're in a room full of people, there's a very good chance at least a few of the people in that room, no matter what room you're in, will know who 50 Cent is. But also, you guys, it's kind of crazy to hear 50 say this about DJ Clue because Bang'em Smurf had actually told me in interview format that Clue had actually offered 50 Cent an extra 50,000. I'm not sure if maybe Smurf was wrong and it was a 1.3 and Clue was in with Universal because I know Desert Storm was actually working with Universal. We'll get into that in just a second, right? But the thing is, they were offering more money than M and Dre. You know, Desert Storm, I do believe, was through Universal, basically. That would have made sense, actually. And Yayo is right. Fifth, you're crazy. Even till today, people probably don't understand. I don't understand who turns down 1.3 million. You guys got $5,000, Fabio foreign numbers for your first deal. It's fine if you turned it down, but it's not like you knew Eminem was coming to save you. You know what I mean? And you have so much lined up. You know, you didn't know you were going to have so much lined up. You didn't know Jimmy Iovine. You know what I mean? You didn't know Jimmy Iovine was going to be there. It was a confident move to make, which goes to show you that 50 knew he was next. Whether it was Desert Storm with Fab and Joe Budden, you know what I mean? It's supposed to be Ransom. Actually, Stack Bundles was supposed to be on Desert Storm Records as well. Clue, definitely. I'm sorry, Clue. You know, you're one of my favorites. You know what I'm saying? You're one of the reasons that I got into the hip hop game and all that, watching everybody do their thing. But Clue definitely dropped the ball on his Desert Storm Records. That could have been a death row. You know what I mean? Desert Storm Records, that shit could have been like a death row styled label. You know what I mean? Just look at all the artists that I just named. You know what I mean? You know, Clue kind of messed it up. I mean, he's a DJ. He had all the hottest rappers in his mixtapes. It was pretty much a no-brainer. I can't believe he didn't make that shit work. But Clue was happy that he didn't end up like DJ Drama. And I'm not really going to get into that on this episode. So 50 said M is a safe spot to do it. He has no idea what is going on. He just hears the music. This is something that we all actually heard about back in the day as well, all the time. And that's absolutely 100% right. That's absolutely 100% right. Eminem just cares about the artistry. You know what I mean? Because Eminem is an artist and he doesn't give a shit about the money, really. M didn't care. M is just the type of person who cares about the music. He will make a whole album and not care if it sells 40,000 records. He is more concerned with the craftsmanship, which is, you know what I mean, obvious. You know, it's obvious why he liked 50 so much, because 50 took the time and figured it out. You know what I mean? What worked, 50 figured out what didn't work. 50 bombed on a few records, but he found the perfect balance. Eminem didn't hold his hand. Eminem told him, listen, I'm going to fall back. You're going to be the next superstar. 50 was like, yo, you're bugging. But sure enough, Eminem did exactly what he said. He fell back and he let 50 shine. You think another label mate would have did that? You think somebody else who was on a label would have? Hell no. Hell no. I don't give a shit who it was. You think Ransom or Joe Budden would have done that for each other? You know what I mean? If you think that, I'm going to tell you this. It's unheard of. It doesn't happen. You think Fab would have said that to him? Hell no. Fab was everyone's competition. You know what I mean? Fab was everyone's. 50 said, this is why I didn't say anything about Ja until he said something about Haley. And then I got the green light and I wrote Automatic Gunfire. 2 days we recorded that whole CD because I was dying to do it. So, guys, basically, once Eminem gave him the heads up, like, it's okay. It's okay if you do that. You know, because Eminem was ready too. He probably had his diss tracks with D12 ready to go. The Hail Mary idea ready to go. They were both very coordinated in these responses, as you can see. Who won that beef, y'all? Huh? G-Unit didn't win on the street shit, but they won on the lyrical shit. Ja Rule had some vicious shit at Eminem, but a lot of people questioned why he would even diss M. It's like, yo, your problem is with 50. What does Eminem have to do with anything? Does Eminem have beef with Preem? Does he dislike Cadillac Ta? It's the same reason that the game is dissing Eminem. Ja Rule thought throwing Eminem's name into it would make it a bigger thing. The streets are going to rock with me. He's probably like, I never even seen nobody jacking. Hi, my name is. This is Hollis. We don't jack that over here. Eminem. He thought it was going to be an easy move. He thought it was going to be easy, but in all honesty, Ja Rule dissing Eminem, it was a major backfire because I don't think he realized how nice Eminem was. You know what I'm saying? See you guys. Share this video. See you guys. That's when being a gangsta doesn't really matter. Yeah, Ja, you're more gangster than him, but it doesn't really matter because you got to rap better than him. And you didn't outperform him in any of your disses. You know, it's actually a perfect example of judging a book by its cover. 50 said, I didn't even go to sleep. I didn't even go to sleep. We was in there like, what? I'm going to serve his ass. And I had a good time doing it. Even look at my numbers. Do not discredit the fact that I have Eminem. He is selling 23 million records on the Marshall Mathers LP. When I came with Get Rich or Die Trying, being completely prepared after being bumped around. So I'm seasoned. Yeah, 50 actually, used that as an excuse when he lost the sales battle to Kanye West. 50 Cent actually said, oh, if I would have known that Kanye West was going to bring out Jay-Z as his partner, I would have brought out Eminem, as if that was going to change the units. I think Kanye West moved close to 1 million units that week, 970,000 or 960,000, somewhere in that neighborhood, where 50 Cent moved just under 700K. So I don't think it was Jay-Z popping out. You know what I mean? It's the artistry. It's actually caring about your album. Curtis was a very, very underdeveloped project and the wrong timing. Your third album was supposed to be called Before I Self-Destruct. But Ja Rule is thinking in his head, man, oh, I'm tougher than him. Look at how the both of them dress. 50 Cent and Eminem, you guys. Sorry to say it. 50 Cent and Eminem, the worst dressed rappers in rap history. Sorry to say it. Sorry to say it. What is up? What is up? What's up, guys? What's up with all the dead silence? Are we just going to act like they're not? Are we just going to act like they're not? Oh, they're fresh, right? I'm a 50 Cent hater, right? They can't dress. They can't dress, neither of them. Somebody had to say it. And this is what was going through Ja Rule's mind. I'm fresher than them. I'm more gangster than them. I'm going to get them on the records, and they don't want it in the streets. Look who I'm with. Dre. Dre don't get busy. Who is Dr. Dre? Who is Dr. Dre slid on? This is probably what they were thinking, y'all. You know what I mean? This is what they're thinking in their head. I'll wait. Who did Dr. Dre ever slide on? But it backfired, y'all. It backfired on Ja Rule because that's not the way life always works. This, you guys, is one of those situations where the fans did not care about it. Yeah, they dress corny, whatever. Yeah, they're not dressed as well, but they rap better. Hold this L, Ja. It was one of those few times in history where it worked for them when normally it shouldn't have worked. You know what I mean? If you get caught out in the streets, you usually lose the beef automatically. But the way that Eminem and 50 flipped it was just so crazy. And I need everybody in here to share this video one time. Share this video one time. Much love to everybody tapping in tonight. So 50 said, I'm just ready to go. From the first CD they signed me, and my advance between those months and the release of the CD is the only time I was not in the green. So yeah, 50 Cent's pretty much always been a rapper that's been making profit. I sold 13 million records for the first album, Get Rich or Die Trying. 10 million records on the second album, and 7 million records after that. I guess Curtis might have moved 5 million or something like that. Not really sure. I didn't really look up. If anybody in here has the overall Curtis numbers, that'd be cool. 35 million if you look at all the G Unit albums. Very interesting. 50 Cent pointing out the fact that G Unit have moved over 35 million units, you guys. And we've talked about the G Unit history in the past. We've got a lot of respect for the G Unit history as far as all the albums that they've put out as a collective, the albums that they've put out as solo artists. Now, Fat Joe had some shit to say, you guys. Fat Joe had some shit to say, man. Fat Joe said, I wasn't violating all YouTubers. Sorry, guys. I love my drink. I wasn't violating all YouTubers because I watch YouTube. What I was watching was a clear question. Can anybody get on social media, get on YouTube, rock the bells, and just start talking about rappers and celebrity families any which way they want to? Tell you about this, bro. I don't know how to explain it. Fat Joe, whether you like it or not, you know this guy for 30 years. Some of these guys you know for 30 years. You know DJ Envy or Charlemagne. Who are these guys that they can qualify to sit up in there? So now, if we're looking at them like this is comedy, like, haha, I get it. But to actually, every couple of months, a YouTuber comes out the woodworks and he's more Looney Tunes than the last one. The wilder shit they say, the more they're gonna click on it. This is not to stop their hustle, but this is to know who is valid. Just because you get up there talking wild shit about people, I don't know if you live in a barn. What kind of financial advice can I take from you? This is Fat Joe to the YouTubers out there. Nobody addressed in particular. I don't know if you're living in a barn, the farm, a project with the backdrop. You might be effed up in your projects, legendary, and you're trying to give me some sort of advice? You're trying to give me some sort of advice? Fat Joe went on, I bug out. I'm a stand-up dude. I watch everything from YouTube to everything. And if you're doing stuff, don't think I ain't seeing you when I see it. I'd be like, who's this dude? Do we even know who this guy is to talk about someone y'all know for 20 years? Who are these guys? I support the culture in every aspect. I watch YouTube. This is Fat Joe. I watch Math Hoffa, and I love the way his shit is. That's why I went over there and sat in the hot seat, because I respected what he was bringing to the game. We not bringing people on here to drag them and to talk about their families. This is the light. And look how successful we are. We got 4 TV shows coming this year. If you're positive like Math Hoffa, I'll come to your show and rock out with you. After I went there, 21 Savage, Tony Yayo, I've been watching. The whole world been going. Wow. So Fat Joe right there pretty much telling people, as long as you keep it to a respectful degree, as long as you keep it respectful, he would even come and tap in on your platforms to promote what he's doing, whatever new project he's working on, outside of music, hosting, whatever, podcasting, whatever he's doing. Hassan responds. Of course, Hassan felt the need to respond, even though his name wasn't questioned. I'm sure he was questioning it like a lot of people were. Was Fat Joe questioning Hassan's credibility? Hassan said, I'm going to keep it respectful because I was just with the Terror Squad Friday night. Shout out to Pistol Pete. Shout out to Fat Joe. But when you throw something out there, and I am the top YouTube of this section. This is my arena. When all you rappers was running scared from COVID for 2 years, y'all ran to Instagram and YouTube to be podcasters. When you didn't have no stage no more, you ran to Instagram and started a podcast. Respectfully, I've been on YouTube since 2015, uploading videos. Respectfully, I've been on YouTube uploading videos since 2009. Jack. Interviews with Lil Wayne. Jack. Rick Ross. Jack. Views with 500K. Jack. You want to talk about you've been uploading since 2015. I've been writing in magazines and uploading YouTube videos since 2009. You want to talk your little shit. I probably put out videos that inspired you. Your videos do 115,000 views. Go look at some of my videos. Go look at some of my videos with 600,000, 700,000, breaking down real stories. Go check out some of my shit, dude. Talking about you done started uploading videos in 2000. You're late. You're late. You're late. That's why Fat Joe doesn't even know you to address your name. You want to talk about my situation? We're not even going to talk about my situation. Actually, I went up and saw Fat Joe man to man and apologized to Fat Joe. You apologized on the internet. You apologized on the internet. I saw him at Mansion. Yo, Joe, Mikey T from the Tony Sunshine situation. I want to say, my bad. I'm sorry about that shit. Face to face. But you've been uploading since 2015. Share this video one time. 7 to 8 years that you've been uploading. Y'all saw the guys like Queen's Flip. Shout out to Queen's Flip who paved the way. He did what he did. Doggy Diamonds. Shout out to Doggy Diamonds. Even Sinetta, Hassan says. He paved the way. Star left radio and came to YouTube. Star, one of the biggest radio jockeys ever. I came after these brothers. No disrespect to anybody, but I set YouTube on fire. And right behind me coming is the Avengeance. The Avenger, he said one or the other, is Math Hoffa, respectfully. First of all, before I even go in, Math Hoffa passed you. Math Hoffa passed you so far, so long ago. You know what I mean? He passed you so far and so long ago, bro. Let's not even get there. And first of all, let me address this. First of all, nobody ran to Instagram to get lit. They sat it out. You know what I mean? They're like, we literally can't do tours because Joe Biden said it's a law. Nobody ran to Instagram copying your format, which your Instagram isn't even as lit as your YouTube. I seen you on there with like 400 live viewers. So let's stop the cap, man. So let me ask you, man. Let me ask you. Can I ask you something? Let's talk about the shows. You know what I mean? The rappers, they said we can't do shows. Let's just F around on IG. You know how Versus got started? Do you know what Versus is? Do you know what Versus is? Huh? Oh, let me guess. Swiss Beats stole your format. You're just acting like the only one to do social media, man. You want to talk about Math Hoffa? Hoffa was 100 times litter than you. Don't ever compare yourself to Math. What you do and what Math does is completely different. He is an interviewer. He has great questions. He doesn't gossip on the internet about rappers all day. And you know what? You're nothing like Doggy Diamonds. Don't even say your name in the same sentence as Doggy Diamonds. First of all, your content is nothing alike. You're fake woke. Doggy Diamonds is actually woke. Doggy Diamonds doesn't have to say Nick Blicky got his snap box rocked to drop jewels. I don't see any of those titles in Doggy Diamond's YouTube. You're the one who sensationalizes it so you can drop your jewels. And let me tell you, Star is on YouTube because he has to be. He is blackballed. Ever since his beef with DJ Envy, he's been blackballed. He would love to be on syndicated radio. He'd love to be on a syndicated radio show. All these dudes would love syndicated radio deals, including including you when you're sucking 6ix9ine, man. Because you wanted a podcast, right? You wanted a podcast with Whack 100. Share this video. Don't make it seem like you want to be on YouTube because you want it. You want to be on radio, man. Don't make it seem like you want to be on YouTube. You have to be. You know what I mean? Making it seem like that's your choice. It's not your choice, man. You try to make it seem like something it's not. It's not your choice. You can't do nothing else. You're there because you have to be. Let me ask, did Fat Joe say your name specifically? No, he didn't say Hassan Campbell. But of course, you know he's talking about you because everything he says describes you to a T. Who are these guys? He's not talking about Doggy Diamonds. He's not talking about Star. Who are these guys? He's talking about you. He's talking about you. You know what I mean? Which is a good question. He's questioning your credibility. You're saying, oh, I was with Pistol Pete. Yeah, Fat Joe knows Pistol Pete. So what? You're trying to get cool points because you were with his friend? He knows who I am because he knows who I am because I welcome Cortland Ant. I welcome home Cortland Ant, right? Okay, so you're trying to affiliate yourself with people? Just because you affiliate yourself or take a picture, it doesn't matter. He's asking a valid question. Who are you, Mr. 2015? I remember talking to my guy, Dark Low. If you came around in 2015, chances are we don't know you. If you came around in 015, we don't know you. We don't know you. Dude came up off of other people like Sinetta. Dude came off of these other people he's mentioning, and then what did you do? Huh? Yeah, just because you affiliate yourself or take a picture, it doesn't matter. Who are you? You know what I mean? Then you're bragging about your views. And then you have the nerve to ask Siri, how many albums did Fat Joe sell? What's that word called? Yeah, it's a pocket watcher. In addition to clout chaser. You're worried about how many albums he sold, and Siri is wrong. Fat Joe sold more than 1.5 million records. He has been rapping for 25 years. What the hell are you on, man? Hassan says, now I'm just going to give you a little bit of my resume. You dudes been in the music industry 25 years and never interacted with the people. Then when you had no stage, you still wanted the attention. So you started seeking the attention of the YouTube crowds. And you started realizing, unless you put celebrities up there, you couldn't compete with us. Sounds like a slight jab at a dude he was just shouting out, but that's just me. That's just me. Now Hassan went on. Fat Joe, addressing Fat Joe directly, even though, like I said, Fat Joe did not mention him whatsoever. He's addressing Fat Joe directly when Fat Joe did not say his name. Fat Joe, respectfully, Hassan Campbell has 115 million views. 115,000 views. Yeah, he messed up. The guy messed up and said 115,000 views. Share this video, everyone. Let's go. You don't think that comes with a check, Joe? You think YouTube cuts checks? So when you say, who is these dudes? I'm a dude that sold more records than you, Soldier Boy. Okay. 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 You sold more? You don't rap. You sold more? You don't rap. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. And that's exactly what he means when he says, "Who are you?" And the fact that you're doing the fact that you're doing that back to him, don't get Soldier Boy into this. Soldier Boy is litter than you. But in your mind, you're litter than him, right? These are rappers that you're talking about. Album sales and YouTube views are different. This is how I can tell that Hassan Campbell is dying to be a rapper. Huh? Huh? You're dying to be a rapper, man. This man is dying to be a rapper. How come nobody signed Lord Kim? Huh? Let me ask you that. How come nobody signed Lord Kim? Huh? Are you serious? Are you serious? That song was hot garbage. We gonna stay creeping. We gonna stay woke. What? Are you serious? That song was hot garbage. You think we're gonna play that shit on the radio? You think we're gonna play that shit on the radio, man? You don't even want to hold your phone up and play that shit. You think anybody wants to listen to Lord Kim? Why didn't anyone sign him? Hell, why didn't you sign him, Mr. I have 115 million views? Look how your views helped Lord Kim. How did the views help Lord Kim? He couldn't even get gold. He couldn't even go gold off a single deal. This just proves my point. People who watch you just to watch. They don't support what you're doing. Let's be real, man. So Hassan goes on. Hassan goes on and respectfully share this video, everybody. Let's go. And respectfully, you have YouTubers that get more money than you. Soldier Boy, the top YouTubers make more money than you, Joe. Respectfully, the top YouTubers make more money than you. Matter of fact, respectfully, Hassan looked up how many records did Fat Joe sell worldwide. It said 1.5. Damn, Hassan said, you only went platinum, only a million, 1.5. So in 25 years in the music industry, respectfully, you got 1.5 million. I got 115 million. That's cap, man. That is absolute cap. And you want to know why? That's cap, man. His chain cost 1.5 million. And he knows that's cap. And when he asked Siri, what's Hassan Campbell's net worth? It told him Hassan Campbell's annual income is 10,000. His net worth is 500K. Huh. Just like everybody else's when they don't know the answer. Ask Rollo. Ask Little Dirk. They had that up there about him too. 500K is his house. You know what I'm saying? In that shitty bird bath in the back. So don't talk to me. You know what I'm saying? First of all, you're not a top YouTuber. You're not even in the top 10. You're a YouTuber that covers rap content. I don't even think you're above academics. Shit, 1090 Jake does better than you. PewDiePie is the biggest YouTuber. I don't know who that is. He's in the top 10 though. I don't see you on that list. I don't see you on that list. You're not even in the top 100 or 500. You're in the dirty sector. If people don't listen to rap music, they don't know you. The only reason people know you is because you disparaged Nipsey Hussle. Shit. You disparaged his whole legacy. That's why a lot of people know about you. What do you think people think when they think about that? You know what I'm saying? And they know about you hating on the lobby boys. You, Hassan. You know what I'm saying? That's you hating on rappers. Just like you're here throwing low blows. Just like you're here throwing low blows at Soulja Boy. You, Hassan, are the people are laughing at that. You know what I mean? Who are these guys, man? Who are these guys? Ask B.O. who I am. Bro, first of all, you didn't say you ribbed Fat Joe. Didn't you say you robbed Fat Joe? Right? Didn't you say you robbed Fat Joe and then you apologized 3 videos later? That's what you did. You know why you didn't rob Fat Joe. Man, you have more stories than Walt Disney. And you know why you did it? You know why you did it? For the 115 million views. You do whatever to get viewership. And you're talking about Fat Joe selling work. The man hasn't sold shit since like 88. Let's be real. The dude changed his life around 100%. And you're talking about Fat Joe. Should apologize. Man, I'm not even going to get into that topic, man. Hassan said, respectfully, so now when people take my word over your word, business is business, right? I'm willing to bet my life on it, Hassan Campbell said. If I put out a rap album and I swear I can't rap, we know you can't rap. You tried. With Bambara, baby. I swear I can't rap. If I put out an album and I don't have no guest appearances, you put out an album with some of the best rappers, I'm going to outsell you. What, dude? Fat Joe is always putting out albums with the best rappers. You got a YouTube. He's saying he's going to outsell him on an album to album. He's going to outsell him when it comes to an album. Let's get a poll going on in here. We need a poll going on in here. Who would sell more units? Let's get this poll going. Who would sell more units? Everybody vote in the poll right now. YouTuber. Who is the greatest YouTuber? So listen to this. He also said, you got a YouTube. When you go up there, go live and I'll go live. Last night I had 10,000 people watching me. Man, let's just stop the nonsense. Let's just stop the nonsense. You do not have more money than Fat Joe. You do not have more money than Fat Joe. We can hear your clickety clank jewelry from Fordham Road from here. Let's talk about the views all the way up got. After that, then come and talk to me, you clown. Lean Back alone had more views alone than you will ever do in your whole shitty life. It was played on radio for freaking 18 months straight, talking about views to somebody that streams records, somebody that produces artists, somebody responsible for Remy Ma's success. Matter of fact, all of the Remy Ma views and streams count those as Fat Joe's as well. He made her a star when she got out of jail. He picked her up. They got back together. They regrouped. We're going to do it this way this time. All you do is hate on rappers. all day on the internet, and when people question your credibility, it's obvious. I hope Soulja Boy disses you now. Soulja Boy's ringtones sold more than you will ever in your lifetime. They can smack you with money. You know what I mean? Like Jay-Z told Mobb Deep, I got stacks bigger than you. When they say bigger, they mean taller. What are you, 6'1"? I'll be honest with you. That's like 100,000 from the floor up. Yeah. I'm going to do a video. Stack it up as tall as Hassan. Yeah, we know how big you are, bro. We know how tall you are, bro. You're 100,000. $100,000 from the floor to the top. I believe, I believe them. You know what I mean? I believe them. They got money. They have money stacks bigger than you too. You're not that tall, but you got views because you're Mr. Snotbox, right? Nas Blicky got his Snotbox rocked. Look at your titles. If I come on your YouTube with these type of videos, you know what I mean? If I drop these, if I came on YouTube with these type of videos, with these type of titles, people will be like, yo, he's a culture vulture. If I did what you do, why are you not? Oh, you are. You fall in that category of culture vulture, Hassan. That is you. That is you. Yeah, man. Hassan had a lot to say. Hassan had a lot to say after Fat Joe went on his rant about YouTubers. He had a lot to say after, you know what I'm saying? Everybody share this video one time. Share this video one time. He had a whole lot to say, but I'm just saying, let's stop the nonsense, man. You do not have more money than Fat Joe. Fat Joe's worst performing single, Get It Poppin', would be better than what you did. Are you kidding me, dude? You do not have more single sales than Make It Rain? You kidding? Fat Joe, let me take a look at the poll. I put up a little poll to go in conjunction with this. Hassan Campbell actually said he would sell more units, but I'm about to bring my dog SV Twiz in. Yo, my brother's in the building.
Mikey T, the movie star. Salute, bro, man. Much love and respect. You know how we carry it. What's good, bro?
So yeah, let's Twiz, let's talk about this shit, man. Let's talk about this shit. First of all, I gotta
Okay,
get your reaction to this, man. I gotta get
okay.
your reaction to this, man. Um, Hassan Campbell actually said this, man, about Fat Joe. Respectfully. So now when people take my word over your word, business is business, right? I'm willing to bet my life on it. If I put out a rap album and I swear I can't rap, if I put out an album and I don't have no guest appearances, you put out an album with some of the best rappers, I'm going to outsell you. I'm giving you a platform to respond to this, Twiz.
Man, Hassan Campbell, bro, like people don't listen to you for your music, bro. Like ain't nobody about to be when your name mentioned, people don't even listen to music. Like I mean, people don't even put your name in the category of being a rapper or whatever you claim to be. You know, your whole career was based upon, you know, the Bombada situation and you know, being this men, it's like if you a man and you came home from the state pen and you spoke on, you know, another man taking your manhood, that's gonna have people looking and you know that's gonna draw that attention. So, you know, it's a big difference when we talk about music and things of that nature, bro. Like I never seen so many people, and that's what I feel like a lot of people was like. That just shows you how lost people be, and people need like direction because bro be getting on that joint and be talking about stuff that people already know is right. You know, it's like if you get on there, you talking about like violence and things of that nature. Like, it's just common sense as an adult. It's just crazy how many people really be tuned into certain people and, like really stroking these guys' egos with things that you know what I'm saying? Like these are just like things that you know. You know the difference between right and wrong, bro, from being a kid and growing up. And these people will tell you things that you already know that's common sense, and these people really be sitting up here like rooting these people on, bro. And they be having these people thinking like they really celebrities or something. But I guess that's just how it worked in these YouTube streets, bro. But when we talking about music and things of that nature, he's not nobody that we put in that bracket, bro. Like,
Yeah, I was
ain't nobody
honest.
riding around listening to no Hassan Campbell, bro. That's for sure. Not music wise.
Well, shit, I would say probably more people are riding around listening to Fat Joe music than listening to the Hassan.
Abs-
Have you ever pulled up on
Absolutely.
have you ever pulled up on any of your homies that were like, "Yo, man, I'm listening to the Hassan Campbell podcast right now."
No, that's not that. People that listen to Hassan Campbell, they shout out to the working class people and all that. Much love and respect, but
I think they're
it be
probably
them. Like,
listening to Fat Joe Twiz.
yeah, they listen to Fat Joe music wise, definitely.
Yeah.
Um,
Probably
you
even his
know,
podcast, man. I mean, Fat Joe, let's not discount Twiz that Fat Joe was invited to the MTV Awards back in like 2006, hosting the award shows on a microphone, and we all watched him at the award shows doing that. And this is
facts,
before Hassan Campbell had ever thought about giving his opinion on shit.
facts, and that's where Fat Joe, pretty much touched up on what he touched up on. It's like, Fat Joe ain't come and kicked the door in as far as like being a broken man. He came in with talent, with things to offer. You know what I'm
Right.
talking about? Hassan Campbell come with the broken man. He got the broken man syndrome, bro. Like, you hear something about where he gained the crowd sympathy and he monopolized off of it and he continued to, you
Viewership.
know, yeah, exactly. Like, so he got it down to a science. I'm just surprised how many people is really like like hypnotized with his platform, bro. It's really shocking. It just lets you know how lost people is, bro. Like in this world, period. Like,
So this is what Fat Joe had to say, Twiz. Fat Joe said, I wasn't violating all YouTubers. And
hmm
you can stop me if you want me to stop at a certain point. If you want to respond to something he says, just say, Mikey, hold up. You know, and everybody can actually go check out Twiz's last interview with C Dot. We'll talk about that in a little bit. I know you were just tapped in with him a second ago, Twiz, but I just want to get your reaction to this first. Fat Joe says, I wasn't violating all YouTubers because I watch YouTube. What I was watching was a clear question. Can anybody get on social media, get on YouTube, rock the bells, and just start talking about rappers and celebrities' families any which way they want to? Tell you about this, bro. I don't know how to explain it. Fat Joe, whether you like it or not, you know this guy for 30 years. Some of
hmm
these guys you know for 30 years. DJ Envy or Charlemagne. Who are these guys that they can qualify to sit up there? So now, if we looking at them like this is comedy, ha ha ha, like I get it, but to actually every couple months a YouTuber comes out the woodworks and he's more Looney Tunes than the last one. The wilder shit they say, the more you're gonna click on it. This is not to stop their hustle, but this is to know who is valid. Just because you get up there and talking wild shit about people, I don't know if you live in a barn. What kind of financial advice can I take from you? I don't know if you're living in a barn, the farm, a project with the backdrop. You might be effed up in your pockets, legendary, and you're trying to give me some sort of advice.
I mean, it's heavy, but what upset me more about the whole situation is Yeah, you got the YouTubers like Hassan Campbell that does that, but what shocks me the most is how much people feed into it. It's like Hassan Campbell, him for instance, he can get on the platform and talk about any rapper in history, bro. You're gonna see plenty of people in the comments like agreeing with what he says, like what he says is law, where they don't even realize it's like, bro, Hassan Campbell is not a prophet. Hassan Campbell has lots of faults. His whole platform is based off of recklessness, bro. Like if you come out as a man and you can be willing to talk about the things that he been through and you gain a crowd off of that, and after you gain a crowd off of talking about the things that you've been through, now you're giving people advice. You're giving people advice to the point where it's like your whole career on YouTube is based off of making mistakes that people wouldn't even, you know what I'm saying? Like people wouldn't even go through that, bro. I'm sorry. Like the years, and if you really break down, because I don't want to say the wrong words on your channel and everything, but like
I
the
appreciate
things that he, for sure, the things that he been through, and it's like it don't add up. And you know, it's people in the world that been through them type of things, but for someone to come out and they screaming for help because they've been through these issues, and after they get the people attention from talking about being through these issues, now you're giving advice. Now everybody in the world is tripping and got an issue besides you. It's nothing wrong. I don't knock no rappers, bro. You can't knock no rappers. Rappers are people that, whether you come from the suburbs, whether you come from the trenches, you're choosing to do the right thing in life, bro. Like
Well,
we
Twiz,
know that.
I want to point out that like a lot of the times in this rap shit, like a lot of people watch Soldier Boy come in and he was on like the
Hmm.
Nickelodeon, like the wannabe Bow Wow vibe at first,
Hmm.
being all kid friendly. And sometimes a lot of people will break into the industry, like you're saying, on the sympathy factor. But now he's talking about
Facts.
Snotbox getting rocked. Yo, I clapped
Facts.
my ratchet, all that type of shit. And it's like, it's a flip. Now Soldier Boy smokes blunts 24/7. Back then, you would not
True.
see him with a blunt, I don't believe.
True, that's a fact. It's a different day and time. I remember the first time when Soldier Boy came out and he had that song, You. I was in prison at the time, and it was like it was a joke because that song period, we was laughing about it. Like, yo, who is this young boy? Because at the time, you know, we used to like the Jay-Z era and things of that nature, but this was before they had tablets and things like that in jail where you had to have a Walkman and you're tuned into whatever radio station is connected to your jail. So we listening to that, and Soldier Boy was a joke. We looked at him as a child that got lit off the internet. You know what I'm talking about? So
Yeah.
like if you think back, if anybody remembered the time when he got on, we never looked at Soldier Boy as no street guy. But we know today and time and now it's like the world has changed. It's a bunch of people that, you know, wasn't involved in things that get involved in things now, bro. Like, you know, it's different, especially with like when it comes to like herb and things like the tree, the herb. That's like a friendly thing right now. Like you can have somebody that never smoked, let's say early 2000s or mid 2000s, and now they're doing it now because you know it's so legalized now. But I think as far as with like Soldier Boy, him in particular, he just keep up with the times, bro. Like when he came out with you and did all of that off of what was that Fruity Loops, whatever that joint called, he was ahead of his time now. So now,
Yeah, and then he started basically putting it on LimeWire and making it like 50 Cent in the club, Britney
facts,
Spears, whatever song she had out back then. And you would like,
facts,
girls would download it, guys would be looking for the new 50. So he was attacking both markets as well.
facts. And nowadays, it's kind of harder to be ahead of time than it was back then.
You can't
So
do that
now,
shit now, Twiz.
yeah,
Somebody,
you
you
can't,
try to,
you
label
can't.
your shit NBA Youngboy. Somebody's like, what? This ain't NBA Youngboy. I'm gonna go get that real NBA Youngboy, man. What's that?
Facts, facts. You can't. So now I feel as though like him in particular, he's just trying to keep up Soldier Boy, and he also trying to prove that he real, which is unnecessary.
Damn,
You
we
know.
might go back to this Twiz, but I want to touch on this whole situation. 50 Cent did an interview with Ebro, Hot
Hmm.
97, where he said, "You see Irv in his conversations. The more he talks, the more he helps. He's just
Hmm.
no good at his communication. Every time he talks, it's a strike against him." Now,
Yeah.
Twiz, I mean, this is the same guy who charged somebody $50,000 just to talk to Ja Rule.
Yeah,
So
that's heavy.
what do you make of that statement from 50 that Irv Gotti's communication is like a strike against him?
I feel as though, like, well, for one, we know 50 and Irv, we know their history, period. So it's gonna always be a back and forth. It's like pretty much like a challenge of who's telling the truth. You know what I mean? Like, um, I feel as though I mean, it just depends on how you want to look at it. Like I said, they've been going back and forth. Who word is more credible in their beef? And it's hard to tell because we know 50 will stoop as low as he has to when it comes to his enemy. And Irv Gotti is like a person that you can't figure out. It's like even when he did his last little rant and everything, it's like, damn, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just tricky. So, the question is, who do you believe the most? You know what I mean when it comes with them two guys.
Mm.
I can't really pinpoint on that situation in particular because it's hard with them two. You know what I mean? It's just hard.
I said, Irv Gotti is very P. Diddy like, and I send that out there
Yeah,
as a
yeah,
compliment.
that's true. That's true. That's a fact. You hit it on the nose. I put him definitely in the boat with P Diddy, where it's like we know his success and what he's accomplished, but also when he makes certain statements and things of that nature, like, do you believe it or do you not? Are we going to base his success off of his realness? You know what I mean? And we know 50, once you on 50 bad side, it's like, 50 is not the time. I didn't witness 50 really loosen up on nobody that he had a issue with. He tried the little situation with Buck where he tried to give him another chance, but
Yep, yep.
other than that,
He pulled up
other
with
than
Ian Styles.
yeah, that too. I don't think that it was too serious with like Styles or kissing them and them. I think it was more of a misunderstanding. But he also from him being from New York and things of that nature, you gonna always have a respect for like the locks, bro. Like that's the locks is like the closest thing to like Biggie, Lil Kim, and things of that nature. So it was always I felt as though it was always a mutual respect because he never got disrespectful with them. You know what I mean? But yeah, like with them two though, with Irvin and 50, like that's a hard joint to pick out right there.
Yeah, so that thing where he charged somebody to get on the phone with Ja Rule $50,000. A lot of people would be like,
Hmm.
"Man, why are you charging somebody to get on the phone with Ja Rule?" What's your take on that, man? One second. Uh, like what do you make of that, man? What do you make of the fact that I just want to get your take on that he charged $50,000 to get on the phone with Ja Rule, man?
Well, it's a business move, and you a fool if you cut that check to even do it. You know what I mean? That's just what it boils down to. It. I think that falls in with the power. It's like you know what I mean. It's like somebody hit me up and they're like, damn, like I know you and Mikey T bros, and I'm like, all right, you know what? Give me 5 stacks, and I'll let you talk to Mikey T. Like that. That's just like that's kind of like that's like abusing the authority instead of talking to you personally, like Mikey T, bro. Like I got this person that want to talk to you now. I'm just middleman in it now, and I'm just abusing it just because I know I'm a friend of Mikey T. So it's like you want to talk to Mikey T, bro. Give me 15,
Bro,
20,000. You
that'd
know
be
what I mean? And
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and then
100%.
I call you up like Mikey. I got somebody. He giving me 15,000. We split it down the middle. So I think it's a business strategy. You know what I mean?
Facts. You know what I mean? So back in the day, all Ja Rule really had to do was jump on your track, say it's
Hmm.
murder, and that shit was
Facts.
gonna be hot. You know what I mean?
Facts.
In my opinion, at
It
that
was. Yo, Ja Rule, bro. He was one of the I think Ja Rule whole career and everything he got was belittled so much because of how 50 destroyed his career. But before 50 destroyed his career, we have to remember he was really respected. I'm talking about Jay-Z. You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about like Rockefeller and all that when they in their prime, like early 2000s, bro.
yeah,
Even Bleak said something about him, like, you know, um, as far as him being the only one that the Rock support that's not from the Rock. I can't put it into words what he said in that song, but he spoke on it. And it was heavy, like even to the point where it was the comparisons with him and DMX, and then him and DMX, eventually put it to the side, you know, and he also made like singing on the hooks and all of that really lit, bro. Like, you know what I'm talking about?
Ja
Like
Rule.
yeah, Ja Rule like really made like so before it was Drake or anybody like that, Ja Rule been doing that. He been putting music out for the fellas and the ladies, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Ja Rule really changed a lot in the game.
And I just want to say as well, Irv Gotti, I gotta call it, he's smart for that because it's like
Hmm.
we're not gonna be hot forever. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Master P said the same thing. We're not gonna be hot forever. We're dropping
Facts.
an album every single week. You know what I mean?
Facts.
People were probably like, that's ridiculous, but it worked. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So I
It
gotta give him
definitely did.
respect for, I had a conversation with Ja Rule. Didn't cost me $50,000. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So to actually get to get that money, you know what I mean? It's like it's a great thing, I believe, in my opinion.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And you got what I'm saying, on top of Ja Rule, you got a lot of other exclusive content. It's crazy because a few days ago I was just rewatching one of your Jones with Chinks and all of that when he was in
Rest
the
in peace.
mix. And
I
yeah,
was
rest
trying
in
to
peace
get
to
some of
Chinks.
I was trying to get some of my Chinks footage, Chinks drugs footage on French Montana,
Hmm.
his new project actually.
Yeah, and it's just heavy,
Oh,
man.
it's
And
gonna be leaking.
definitely, definitely. So, salute to you first and foremost, man, because it was a lot of celebrities and people that's very important up until this day, and that's going to continue to be important that you was able to work with and things of that nature. And they always respected your platform. So, but
Rest in peace to Chinks.
definitely, definitely,
So, Twiz, you mentioned 50 and Irv, and it's
hmm
funny because they've actually seemingly agreed on something. They've both spoken on, Irv Gotti spoke on blocking 50 Cent
hmm
from multiple deals. 50 Cent also spoke on Irv blocking him from multiple deals. What do you think about Irv Gotti blocking 50 Cent from basically he blocked him into a deal with Eminem and Dr. Dre.
yeah,
Irv Gotti said he should have let him sign with a label, and then basically let him get shelved.
yeah, that's crazy. And it just shows you like what I see when I hear that is just how the tables turn because we know how powerful Irv Gotti was, and then you see 50 coming in as an artist. We see Get Rich or Die Trying. We saw the mixtapes before that. And before 50 came out, we never seen an artist become that powerful in the game. So it just shows you that how the tables can turn, bro. Because Irv Gotti, all the people that he signed and all the connections that he got, not only did 50 destroy Ja Rule, he kind of destroyed they whole, you know what I'm saying? They whole camp, bro. Like You know what I mean? It was just so much stuff going on behind scenes and things of that nature. But it's just shocking that
They didn't
Irv
know what
Gotti, exactly. It's
they
a
really just
shocking.
didn't know what to do, man. It's kind of
Yeah,
crazy. You know
they
what
didn't.
I
And
guess their thing was to do nothing at
I
first.
think I think Irv underestimated 50. Um, because he know that he been in the game for years. You put X on, you put Ja on, you put plenty of artists on. You even had like your hand behind like Jay-Z and things of that nature.
But hold on. He put all those guys on. You know, he had some shit with Mike Geronimo. They was running around.
Hmm.
Why didn't he see that talent in 50 Twiz?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if I don't. I feel as though he might have been too big headed. He was like
Oh,
like a
Project
mobster.
album that year, Twiz.
Facts,
He was
facts,
all caught up with Ashanti when he should have
facts,
signed 50 Cent.
facts. It's like a mobster that's in position. The mobster, he's already a made man, and you know what I'm saying. He feel this way and that way. But then you got the John Gotti, which I know Irv Gotti is stemmed off of John Gotti, but 50 became the John Gotti of the industry, where it was like, you know what I'm talking about, where you got these bosses that was in position and things of that nature, and he felt the way
He
to
became such a
maneuver.
bigger boss. Ja
Exactly.
Rule was moving like 350,000 units.
Facts,
400K
facts,
per week. 50 doubled
facts,
that. He was on a whole nother level
facts.
than him.
He doubled it. And he bossed up quick. Ja Rule never bossed up. He was always an artist.
He didn't have
You know what I'm
his
talking
shoes.
about? Like,
He should have fought for sneakers. Paint, you know what I mean? He should have fought
exactly.
for sneakers and different shit like that.
Exactly. And speaking on that, it's like 50 had a lot of failures from him rising to the top. You know what I'm talking about? Like, it's like G Unit clothing and things of that nature. Like that G Unit didn't take off like the Yeezys or nothing like that. You know what I'm talking about? Like, so it was never nothing where it was like you gotta have G Unit clothes or G Unit sneakers. So he felt a lot. Even with his films that he pushed out, like, you know, he had a lot of
He
what you
had
call
films
it?
with Forrest Whitaker. He had films with Nick
Exactly.
Cage, John Cusack.
Exactly.
He had films with major actors, but you know what I
It
mean? They
didn't
were
go
just
nowhere.
too B rated, C rated.
Exactly,
That's not
exactly.
that's not a diss at 50. Pretty
But
much
it's a
love what
fact.
he's doing on television. We're just
It's
pointing
a
out a fact.
fact. Fact. It's a fact, and he knows that. That's why he at where he at today. You know what I'm talking about? So it was just crazy, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So 50 said this. He said, and he actually said he was consistently blocking me. He blocked me into a good situation. He said he
Hmm.
was consistently blocking me. And then what I did was I wait because I didn't fall for those situations. They would have influence over. He didn't fall for the situations that he believed Irv Gotti and Murder Inc. would have influence over. So when they offered me to million three, 1.3 million to sign to Universal, and I could do G Unit Records there, I didn't do it. 50,
Damn.
like you were just talking about, Twiz. 50
Hmm.
had a deal for Power of the Dollar that he has told the people he sold or he got paid $5,000 for.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He turned down 1.3 million, 300K over what M and Dre gave him, and the guarantee of G Unit Records, Twiz.
Damn, that's heavy, bro. And a lot of people that be in that position, they would have automatically take that. Not understanding that it's light at the end of the tunnel. That's just crazy, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy that he turned down that deal. Um, and I mean, we've seen other deals. Do you think that Irv Gotti would have been able to shelve uh 50 Cent at that point? I mean, in all
I
reality,
don't.
Ja Rule's album success, The Last Temptation, the sales were really going down. It sold like 200,000
That's true.
compared to In His Love. So why would they be able to have influence over 50's project, although Ashanti did great numbers that year, the same year that Get Rich
Yeah,
dropped.
yeah, that's true. Ashanti was hitting numbers. The difference between that is I think that now I think I know for a fact that 50 came in the game and someone was behind him and teaching him the business of it. Like the average artist, you know, when, for instance, you sign a Irv Gotti. Irv Gotti got Ja Rule, Ashanti, all of them. He want them to make hits. Like he wants y'all to keep pushing, making music, sitting in the studio for hours. Um, when it come to like I believe Elman Dre, someone taught 50 the business of it. Like it's deeper than just, dropping hits and, having the top hits and everything of that nature. So I think that was the big separation right there, period. Whereas like they was expecting 50 to just focus on putting out fire music, where 50 at the end of the day, he like, no, you know what I'm saying? I'm taking the business side of things.
So 50 said, Tony didn't understand why I wasn't taking the money. I met with Clue and them who had the ability to do the deal. I met with them so they could leave and say, what do you think about such and such? Twiz, what do you think about 50 turning down Desert Storm?
This is shocking because Desert Storm was fire. You know what I'm saying? We gotta think of the time period this was. We had Paul King, Fab, and all of them. They was on that. You know what I'm saying? Talking about like Desert Storm was heavy. It was something obviously that he knew that nobody else really understood.
Oh shit, did we just lose Twiz? Damn, we just lost Twiz and he was in the middle of a very good thought. Twiz was in the middle of a very good thought, you guys. He'll probably be back in a second. I think maybe his phone probably went out, possibly. But let me pin up. I'm not gonna be able to pin that. So it looks like everybody pretty much gets it that Fat Joe would sell more units than Hassan Campbell. So I'm gonna end that poll right there. We're all set on that. So we are all set on that. And yeah, that's right. Everybody go check out SV Twiz's channel. He's got a new interview out actually with C. Dot of OBH. He's got a new interview out with him. Boom says before 50 destroyed Ja had the game on lock. That is 100% facts. But like I was saying, towards Ja's last album, which dropped, I believe, November 02, not his last album, but his last Temptation album, the sales were really dwindling anyways. The sales were actually dwindling on him. So the level of success that he had, it was actually lessening in actuality. He wasn't as popular as he was before, you guys. I'm going to give Twiz another minute here. He's probably throwing his phone on the power so he could get back in here and shit. But I think everybody enjoyed the live. I want y'all to follow me on the gram. All you got to do is click the link that's in the description of the video. I want everybody to follow me on the gram. You heard? Follow me on the gram so you guys can stay up to date with what I'm doing. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed yet. If you're not subscribed yet, make sure y'all subscribe. You don't want to miss any of my live content, any of my live reaction videos. Definitely appreciate SV Twiz for tapping in. I'm going to be going early a few times this week, so Twiz will be able to tap in with me this week, which is dope. That's right, you guys. I'm going to be going live this week from a new location. Y'all are going to have to wait and see where I'm at. Y'all are going to have to wait and see where I'm at this week. What up, Boom? Boom says Dre taught M and M taught 50. It's about longevity. It's about longevity. Hell yeah. You're all right. You're right about that. This game is about longevity. But all right, everybody. I'm going to tap in with y'all on the next episode. Make sure you stay locked in and tuned for the Mikey T, the Movie Star Podcast. Mikey T, the Movie Star Podcast. All right, let's get it.